Imagine being one of the most famous girls in the world. Millions of fans adore you. Brands are lining up at your door. You're young, talented, and at the top of your game. But at the same time, millions of people hate you. Not because you did something wrong. Not because you hurt anyone. Just because you exist. That's the reality Jang Wonyoung has been living since she was just a teenager. And here's what makes her story different from everyone else. She didn't break. She didn't hide. She didn't beg people to like her. She just kept going, quietly, powerfully, unbothered. And today, she's one of the most iconic figures in the entire K-pop industry. So the real question is, how? How does someone survive that level of hate and come out even stronger? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just change the way you see your own life. Jang Wonyoung was born on January 31st, 2004. In Seoul, South Korea. She wasn't chasing fame. Fame found her. She was just attending her sister's graduation when a talent scout spotted her. She almost missed that moment entirely. And here's the wild part. The person who scouted her left the company just 3 days later, when Wonyoung herself called it destiny. And honestly, it's hard to argue with that. At just 14 years old, she auditioned for Produce 48, one of the most brutal competition shows in K-pop history. Millions of votes, thousands of trainees, only 12 spots. She didn't just make it. She ranked first. At 14, she debuted with Is One, became the center, the face, the girl everyone was watching. Then in 2021, she debuted again with IVE, and the rest is history. By the time she turned 22, Wonyoung had already become a brand ambassador for nearly 30 major brands. She bought a house worth $10 million. At 22 years old, let that sink in for a second. While most people her age are still figuring out what they want to do with their lives, Wonyoung had already built an empire. But here's the part nobody really talks about enough. Behind all that success, there was an ocean of hate. Since the moment she stepped into the spotlight, people attacked her. Her looks, her personality, her expressions, her body, her success. Between 2021 and 2022, the hate reached a level that was genuinely disturbing. Malicious rumors, coordinated attacks, people dedicating time out of their day just to tear her down. And I want you to really think about that for a second. This girl, literally just doing her job, showing up, performing, working herself to the bone, flying from South Korea to Paris Fashion Week and back within days, performing while exhausted, smiling for fans when her body was running on empty, just doing her job. And people still found reasons to hate her. You know what that tells me? It was never really about Wonyoung. It was about them. Miserable. People don't attack happy people because those happy people did something wrong. They attack them because that happiness reminds them of everything they haven't built in their own lives. And Wonyoung understood that, probably earlier than most adults ever do. So how did she handle it? She said something that I think is one of the most psychologically powerful things a public figure has ever said. She said, "The main character of my life is me, no matter what happens, since it's ultimately my life. I am the one who has to resolve and navigate through it." Read that again slowly. She's not saying ignore your problems. She's not saying pretend everything is perfect. She's saying, and this is my life, not yours, mine. And that shift in thinking changes everything. When you understand that you are the main character, you stop giving supporting roles too much power. Hate comments become background noise. Other people's opinions become irrelevant plot points, because the story is yours. She also said something simple but brutally honest. You are you, I am me. 5 words, but think about how much freedom lives inside those 5 words. You don't owe anyone an explanation for who you are. You don't need to shrink yourself to make other people comfortable. You are you. They are them. And that's perfectly fine. Now here's what made her even more mature than most people twice her age. She didn't say she ignores all feedback. She said, if the criticism helps her grow, she will listen. But if it's just noise designed to hurt her, she lets it go completely. That's not stubbornness. That's wisdom. Most people do the opposite. They ignore the useful feedback and obsess over the harmful words. Wonyoung flipped that completely. And that's a big reason why she keeps improving while her critics stay exactly where they are. Now, you've probably heard the term Lucky Vicky by now. It became one of the biggest mindset trends across Asia, used by teenagers, politicians, even corporations. But where did it come from? Wonyoung was overseas, waiting in line at a famous bakery. The person right in front of her bought the last of the bread she wanted. Most people would walk away annoyed, maybe even ruin their whole mood over it. But Wonyoung, she thought, well, now I get to wait for freshly baked bread straight from the oven. She looked at the camera and said, "Lucky, I'm Jang Wonyoung." That one moment spread across the entire internet, because it wasn't just cute. It was a reminder that luck isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you choose to see. She once said, "If you haven't seen results yet, it just means the time hasn't come. My efforts must be taking root somewhere right now." That's not blind optimism. That's disciplined faith in your own process. And now I want to talk directly to you, because I think Wonyoung's story carries a message that goes way beyond K-pop. Maybe you're dealing with people who don't believe in you right now. Maybe someone in your life is constantly criticizing you, doubting you, trying to shrink you. Maybe it's online. Maybe it's someone close to you. And maybe some days it feels easier to just stop, to stay small, to avoid being seen. But here's what I want you to take from Wonyoung's story. The hate she received didn't come because she was doing something wrong. It came because she was doing something right, loud enough for people to notice, bright enough to make insecure people uncomfortable. If no one is criticizing you, you might not be living loudly enough yet. And here's the other thing. Wonyoung didn't become unbreakable by accident. She made a decision, a conscious, daily decision, to be the main character of her own life. Not a supporting character in someone else's narrative. Not a victim of public opinion. The main character. And you can make that same decision today. Not tomorrow. Not when things get easier. Today. Because your life, your real life, is already happening right now. And the only question is whether you're going to show up for it fully, or let other people's noise decide how the story goes. Wonyoung chose herself every single day, even when it was hard, even when she was exhausted, even when the whole internet was against her. And look where she is now. The choice is yours. Jang Wonyoung is 21 years old. She's already lived more, built more, and survived more than most people will in a lifetime. And the secret wasn't talent alone. It wasn't luck alone. It was a mindset that refused to let other people write her story. Lucky Vicky isn't just a meme, it's a philosophy. Find the good in the setback. Trust your process even when results are slow. And never, ever, let someone else's misery become your identity. If this video gave you something today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're new here, welcome to IconPsych. This is where we decode the minds behind the icons. Subscribe, because we're just getting started.